Okay, so we are going to have a body towel folded lengthwise. And then you will just roll it up. Into a nice little roll. And then we are going to sit on that roll just so that our hips are elevated a little bit. So we've got our sits bones on our roll. Hello, Galia. All right, so once we've got that towel rolled up, we're gonna sit on it so our hips are just up a little bit, and then sit in a comfortable position with those ankles crossed. You will want your balls, your two one that are together, and your single tennis ball if you have those available. If not, that's okay too. So we're gonna start with just some nice and easy neck movements. So we're gonna turn our head to the right and then over to the left. So just notice what you notice. Imagine sliding your chin across the shelf. Inhale, exhale all the way over to that side. Couple more each side. Excellent. Come center. We're just going to tip our ear to our shoulder and then over to the other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, over. And again, just notice what you notice in the neck. So we'll get back to those areas as well. Last three each side. Two more. Last one on the right. And last one on the left. Let's change which foot is in front. Shrug the shoulders, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Bring in a little bit of ischemic pressure into those muscles and then roll them back and down. So now we're going to drop our chin to our chest, trace our shoulder blade or our clavicle with our chin, and then bring our eyes back to front. So drop, trace, and lift across. And again, drop, trace, and across. So inhale back to center, exhale while you drop and trace, and inhale back to center. Last two. And last one. And change direction of that movement. So we're going to turn and look over our shoulder, trace the clavicle down, and then lift the head up. So we're exhaling, tracing it down, inhaling back up. Last 3. And last one. Excellent. Squeeze those shoulders up, roll and back and down over to that other side. So we're going to drop our chin as we exhale, exhale, and then inhale back to center. Tracing that clavicle with that chin. Last 3. 2 more. Last one this direction. Excellent. Shrug those shoulders a couple times, then we'll change directions. So we'll look over our shoulder and then we'll trace that clavicle. Inhale, lift. Last 3. Two more. And last one. Excellent. Shrug those shoulders. And then we're going to come off of that roll. And that roll is going to come underneath our knees. So we're going to turn to the side. And we're just going to get our double tennis balls. And we're going to put that right at the notch. So where that bony part is, we're going to be right below it. So as you turned your head right to left, you may have felt where that was tight. That's kind of where we're going to put that. So when you come back, having those feet up or your knees up on that roll, putting that ball there. And if you've got a ponytail and you want to move that out of the way, so you can have the flat part of your head, you're just going to drop your chin and lift your chin. So we're just pinning and lengthening those tissues that are right there. Exhale as you lower your chin, inhale as you lift. Couple more. Excellent. And release the head. So relax the head. Start that right to left. Come center and over to the other side. Just keeping those balls at that same place. Just pinning and lengthening those tissues. With each rotation, try to bring your eyes over towards the mat to bring you just a little bit more rotation. Eyes are in that peripheral vision. 3 more each side. And last one this side. And last one this side. Coming back to center, you're gonna lift your head, remove your ball so it's up towards the top, and you may even need to hold your hands here, so if it's more comfortable for your shoulders, you can have your elbows up. But if you're comfortable having them back here, just kind of supporting it, rolling that top attachment. And we're just gently rolling the head, neck up and down, pressing those tissues back there. Exhale as you lower, and inhale as you lift. Last two. And then last one. Excellent. We're going to remove the ball from behind the head. Hands behind the head. We're just going to gently bring the elbows in and gently stretch the neck. Let the weight of the head be in the arms, and the arms just gently pulling it up. Chin towards that chest. And exhale, releasing that head down. We're going to keep the arms out. We're going to bend the knees. So we're just going to alternate side to side. So you're just going to lift up, exhale, inhale back to center, exhale, elbow towards that other knee. Inhale, exhale, rotate. So really lift that shoulder blade up off the floor, aiming that elbow towards the outside of that knee. And only gently pulling on that neck, giving that head just a little bit of a stretch while you're engaging those obliques. Two more each side. Last one this side. And last one this side. Excellent. Releasing down. We're going to exhale the arms down. Inhale, lifting them up. And exhaling down. Just moving with our breath. Inhaling as we lift. And exhaling as we lower. Continuing to lift and lower the arms and legs with your breath. We'll be adding the legs here in just a moment, not lifting them and lowering them right now. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more. Last one. So we're going to add a leg to this. So we're going to inhale, lift. And as we exhale, we're going to bring the arms down and a knee up. Changing legs. So we're walking the feet as we're pumping the arms. Halfway there. Last 2. Last one this side. And last one this side. Excellent. Bring those hands back down. We're going to bring them on our chest or on our tummy, bringing the legs up. We're going to tap these down one at a time. Exhaling as we bring it up. Inhaling down. Exhale, lift. So I want you to pay attention whether or not you're getting like your belly pooching out as you're lowering down. You want to be gently pushing your back into the floor. So make sure you're not pooching out. You don't want to be doing that when the leg is down. You want to be tucking your tailbone under and then bringing that back in.
Put your hands on my body, just like you're thinking of me. Want your heart beating on me, don't leave me hot and lonely. I don't usually give in between pressure.
Halfway there. Two more each side. Last one this side. And last one this side. Excellent. Release them down. Walk them out to the width of your mat. You're going to drop your legs. Both legs will go to the same side, but you're going to turn your head away from those legs. So think of wringing out the spine, rolling those legs back and forth as we turn our head away from the knees. Last two each side. Last one this side. And last one this side. Excellent. We'll walk those feet back in. We're going to alternate the legs again. This time we're going to pull it into our shoulder. 2 little pulses and chains. So we're keeping our arms, bringing our arms back here. So you're pulling that knee in as close as you can and then releasing the elbows down. Pulling it in as close as you can, bringing the elbows down. Really think of driving that knee up towards that same shoulder. Think of pumping the air out of that lung using that knee. So we're trying to help release any tension that are in the ribs, because our ribs can affect our shoulder and our neck. So we want to improve our rib function by helping to pump those ribs with our knees.
My hair is thin and falling out of places. I am a little insecure.
4 more each side.
I'll bite my nails and tell you. I go from thin to overweight day, but you some skinny is in place.
Last one here.
She loves me.
And last one here. Excellent. So we're going to bring one leg up and over. So we're in a nice little 4 stretch. So you can see my little 4 here. Foot is flexed. We're going to roll away from it. I'm going to scoot away from my screen here. We're going to roll away, but we're going to extend an arm out like we've got a question. So bring it back and then extend that arm out. Slide down so you can see what I'm doing with my hand. So as you're extending that hand out, you're turning your palm towards the floor. So my thumb and my finger are almost touching the floor here when I'm turned out. Then bring it back in. Inhale and exhale. Thumb and finger touch the floor. Inhale and exhale. We're just wringing out that shoulder girdle all the way down into that lat. So our latissimus dorsi, although they do not attach to the shoulder, they attach to the arm, so they affect the shoulder. So we want to help encourage better mobility there. Always 30 minutes. Your worries ain't seen nothing. You love me, you love me. Why the hell you love me? You could have what you wanted. Yeah, he loves me, and I bet he never lets me go. Shows me how last 4. Baby. 2 more, and we're gonna actually hold this stretch. Last one, so we're gonna stay here. Just allow the body to stretch, gently pressing that knee out and away. Feel a little stretch along that hip, maybe even in that TFL. Baby, I'm so in love with you. Allowing your body to relax in this position. Best part of me. 2 more breaths here. Everything's making sense. On your next exhale, come back to center. Excellent. Releasing that arm down. Changing legs. Make sure you have enough room to reach that arm out for that question. Bring that other leg across. Foot is flexed. Hand on the tummy. We're just going to gently reach that arm out and coming back. Inhaling and exhaling. Last 4, and then we'll hold it in this nice stretch. Last 2. And last 1. Holding here. Gently opening that knee towards the ceiling. Feel that hip kind of open in the front. On our next inhale, we're going to come back to center. Release that foot down. So we're going to come back into our nice wide knees. And we're going to go our right to left. Just notice if it feels like you can go a little further, if things feel a little looser in the back of the hip.
World's been spinning out of control. I just need you to know. Come around this thing called love who's crashing down and pieces all over the ground.
I'm going to go 2 more each side. Last one. We'll meet here and hold into a deeper stretch. And coming over to deepen that stretch, you're going to lift that bottom foot and put it on there. Just let the weight of the leg stretch into the top of that hip. Have the arms out, so you can feel just a little bit deeper stretch in that top hip, right across that top there. Two more breaths. Excellent. Release that foot back to the floor. Bring it back to center. Inhaling. And then exhaling. Slide your hips over just a little bit. And we're going to stay on this side. Once again, you're going to lift that bottom leg and just let the weight of that leg gently stretch you over. And when you may realize you've got one side tighter than another.
We find love, yeah. We get up. We fall down. We give up.
And as you exhale, release that foot off that bottom leg, or off that top leg. Bottom foot comes back to the floor. Come back to center. Bring those hips in the center. Walk those shoulder blades underneath your body. You're going to get your single ball, and then you're just going to roll to one side and then just kind of gently find the edge of your shoulder blades. So you're going to shrug your shoulder up and down. So that ball is just going to kind of be between the spine and the edge of your shoulder blade. So we're just kind of going over those rhomboids. Those are the muscles that help pull the shoulder blade back and down, so like we're pulling open a door. Ooh. So I'm just shrugging it up to my shoulder and then pressing it down my back. So just so you can see, I've got it, like I say, right there between my shoulder blade and my spine. I'm just shrugging that shoulder up and down. And I've got some of my weight off of it, so I'm kind of shifted to the side because that was getting a little intense for me. If you're comfortable bringing your knees back to the ceiling, that'll give you more pressure. So as it becomes less painful, you're welcome to bring those knees back towards the ceiling. And if you find a spot that feels like it needs a little bit more loving on there, you can move that ball into that area and just take a little more micro movements getting into that area. And right at the top, there it is. Couple more breaths here while you continue to work. Excellent. Then you're going to come off of that ball, either grabbing with the same hand or the opposite hand. Find that same position on that other side, right between the shoulder blade and the spine, right on that rhomboid, shrugging that shoulder up and down. Remember again, if that's too intense, you can have your knees away from that shoulder. But as that starts to lessen, you can bring those knees back up towards the ceiling to increase the intensity. Couple more up and down. Once again, if you find a spot you need to stay there, feel free to do those little micro movements. Couple more breaths. Excellent. Then release that ball out from under there. Woo. Bring those hands together so your thumbs will be just touching one another, and you're just going to shrug your shoulders off the floor. And then instead of up to your neck, you're coming up and away and then pulling your shoulder blades into the floor. So we're working those muscles that we just released. So we're helping them rediscover where they're supposed to be. Two more. And last one. Excellent. We're going to place our elbows in. We're going to do that same thing. So we're just trying to lift our shoulder blades off the floor by digging our elbows in. So we're going to exhale as we lift. So we're pressing into the back of our head as we drive our elbows in and lift our ribs off the floor. Couple more. And last one. Excellent. Release. Go ahead and slide your honey to one side, roll on over, sit up and grab a quick drink. And you can move your towel roll out of the way. So laying on one side, you're going to support that head with the one arm. The other hand is going to come behind the head, and you're gently going to bring it down, bringing your nose towards the mat as you come over, and then coming back. Bringing it over. Let's slide forward here. And then you're trying to bring that shoulder blade towards that floor, letting that back of the arm touch the floor. So we're really stretching into the back, stretching into that shoulder. Exhale, inhaling as we open. Last two, we'll meet back here. Last one. Holding it open, we're gonna just relax here, letting our hips kind of pull our shoulders. So keeping our feet together, we're just gonna push the hip forward and then release. Push the hip forward. So I'm doing just a little bit of a pelvic tilt, tucking my tailbone under. I'm working my top knee towards making it level with my bottom knee while pressing that shoulder blade back. So we're really trying to stretch a little deeper into the QLs, releasing that lat, as well as helping that trapezius, levator scapula, really pressing, releasing that back. Two more. And last one. Excellent. We're going to actually bring the knees up. So our high knee is underneath us. So that top leg is still going to be our top leg. We're going to extend that bottom leg, bring that top leg up into the chin, towards that shoulder, just allowing that to gently pull, maybe feel a nice stretch here. We're going to flex that bottom foot, push through the heel as if we're trying to get the back of the leg to the mat. Still pulling the shoulders back and down. Think of using the legs to help you like lengthen through your spine, lengthen through the neck. And exhale, release. We're going to go into a spinal twist. Relax that bottom foot. Bring that leg all the way around. So this hand is flat on the mat behind you. Just gently letting gravity bring you over. And as you exhale, rotate that head, bring that bottom knee up. We're going to roll to that one side, to that side, left side, and pushing ourselves up. Grab a quick drink, and then we'll go that other side. Coming on to that side, supporting that head and neck with that bottom hand. Legs are stacked, hips are stacked. We're just going to gently exhale as we come over. And inhale, opening that shoulder towards that floor. Exhale. And if you're not there, just gently allow yourself to go a little deeper each time. And last one right here. Opening up, allowing ourselves to just rest here in that position for just a couple of breaths before we start adding any more movement. Keeping those legs jacked as closely as possible. Slowly add that little pelvic tilt that's going to push that top knee towards that bottom knee. last one right here. We're going to gently press for just a couple breaths. Get that little bit deeper stretch. And then relax. Bring those legs up as you exhale. Sliding the hips underneath so your spine is in alignment. We're going to bring that top leg back up towards that chest. Bottom leg is long. We're going to flex through that foot like we're trying to lengthen through the leg. Use that top leg to lengthen through the spine. Shoulders back and down. So you can pulling the top leg up and the bottom leg away. So you've got some dynamic tension in the hips. And release that leg, relax that bottom foot, let that toe just kind of come into a point, both legs, and then give me that nice spinal twist. Excellent. Bend that bottom knee. Roll to that side. Push yourself up. Grab a quick drink. Let those legs come open into our nice tailor's pose. So from here, what's going on? So we're just going to check our neck mobility again. So we're going to sit up nice and tall in this position, just allowing our hands to rest, kind of pulling ourselves tall. We're going to drop our chin, trace over to the side, bring it back. We're just going to do a few of those. Down, trace, and back, and just notice what you notice. And let's change directions. Turn to that side. Trace that clavicle down and come up. 2 more. Last one. Excellent. Other side. We're going to drop the chin. Trace that clavicle. Bring it around the center. And drop. Trace. Bring it around. Last one. And change directions. Turn. Trace. Bring it up. Again. Last one. Excellent. So we're going to go full right to left. Rotate all the way over to that right side. 2 and through your center and over to the left. 2 more, just like that. Taking your eyes to that periphery. Each time you land on that right and left side. And last one to the right. And last one to the left. Excellent. Coming back to center. We're going to drop the ear to the left or to the right. Inhale up and over to the left. 2 more each side. And last one here. And coming center. Shrug those shoulders up and around. We're going to press to the front. Shrug them up and around. We're going to press to the side. And shrug them up and around. Press to the back, opening up the chest. Bring the hands behind you. Bring the knees in. Just opening up that chest. I'm going to turn here. So we're just opening up that chest, pulling the shoulder blades back and down, and pressing the chin forward, feeling a little bit of a stretch as we gently drop it down. And slowly releasing, bend the elbows, shifting our hips down as we come all the way down into our Shavasana. Relaxing those feet to the floor. Before we head into it, we're just going to do our little nerve jiggle, if you will. So anchor your feet and flip them up and down, kind of reset that nervous system. Relax those feet and just let your nervous system kind of buzz you there. Relaxing those shoulders, walking them underneath the body, palms to the ceiling. Then take a moment to thank your body for the work that it's done for you today and that it continues to do for you every day. With each breath, allow your body to sink deeper into the mat. On your next exhale, bend those knees one at a time. Lift your hips, slide them over to the left, and then go on to that right side of the body. Finding a comfortable position here, taking the weight of the body off the heart. On your next exhale, using that left hand, gently press yourself up to that nice, comfortable seated position. And do one final stretch with the neck. We're going to bring our hands up underneath our chin, and we're going to gently press the arms up into the, so my chin is resting on my thumbs and my fingers there. I'm just gently pressing up to stretch the front of the neck. Gently pressing the chin into the hands for 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And one final stretch in the back of the neck. So like we're sunbathing, gently pressing the head into the hands into the head. 3, 2, 1, and release down. Big breath in. Breathing in one for the mind. Exhaling to the side. Breathing in one for the body. Exhaling to the other side. And breathing in one for the spirit. Bringing the hands, heart center. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. So glad you made it.
Thank you, DJ. Thank you,
Great
DJ.
job. You are very welcome.